Alina, you guys in there?
Just a minute.
You okay?
Yeah, fine. Just fine. I'm fine. Hey, where's Jake? Downstairs, I think.
When you didn't come to the door right away, I figured maybe you two were,
Hannah, please.
Well, you are newlyweds.
What do you want with Jake?
Well, Matt just called. He's over at the studio, and he wants Jake there like yesterday. I'll go look for him.
Not yet.
But Matt called.
Matt will understand.
Uh-oh, you've got that look.
What look?
The one that says I'm in for it. What now?
Does the term hot to trot mean anything to you?
What is this?
That's what I'd like to know. What is it with you and Dean Frame?
Oh, for crying out loud.
Or anything else who wears pants? Can't you even wait till business hours?
Sorry, I thought you might like a preview
Of what?
of what I intend to say to the rest of the family.
We have ears.
Hannah, quiet. What is it, Iris?
You know that nuptial inheritance that you and Jake have been panting after?
Make your point.
I intend to see that you don't get a dime of it.
Carl, even your own lawyers told you there was no one here.
Here's a bit of dog rule for you, Lorna. Now, I've learned it over the years, but I pass it on to you in case it's any of any use. Trust no one.
Not even you?
Least of all me. You know, it is astonishing to me. I employ a whole army of operatives, and there's not a one of them can tell me the whereabouts of a small-town policeman.
Well, I guess Ryan Harrison doesn't want you to know where he is. Well, what else could he be?
Simple. Untrustworthiness.
Well, he's obviously out of town to try and get something on you.
Look through these for me, love, will you?
And what are you going to do?
Well, I'm going to take this place apart. I'm going to go over it inch by inch.
No, I mean if your case goes to court.
But it won't.
Well, how can you be so sure?
I am. Because whatever happens to me will pale in comparison to what will happen to little Matthew. Hello?
Okay, I want you to find out if Lorna's here. Then call my home, make sure Jake has left. Make sure he left. Skip, hi.
Hi. Guys still don't have shot sheets for the first setup.
Well, they'll have them. Jake's on his way.
And that ramp, camera right, that's not steady.
Well, I'll get a carpenter to look at it.
Yeah. Well, guys are just sitting around. Sure would be nice to have those shot sheets.
Yeah, would be. Lights! Howie! I thought we were using a red gel for this. What's going on here? Jenna, hey.
The crew thinks I look great.
The crew is right. You look great.
But I wore this costume for you, remember? And you didn't think it was so great at the private viewing.
Well, I was surprised. I'm not surprised now. It looks great.
Actually, I've had a little surprise myself.
What do you mean?
I talked to Lorna, Matt. I know what's been going on.
I'm having a private conversation with Hannah, Iris. I'll see you downstairs.
Oh, fine. Have a lovely day, ladies.
Man, you were so cool with her.
I don't want to talk about Iris.
She wants to take your money from
I want
you.
to talk about you, Hannah.
What's the big deal about one little kiss?
It wasn't just one little kiss. From what I heard, you've been prancing around in front of Dean Frame from the moment you laid eyes on him.
Who told you I was prancing?
Don't you think that stuff gets back here, Hannah?
I didn't do anything.
That's right. And you're not going to, not as long as you live in this house.
Why? Do you have to take some vow of chastity to get through the front door?
Hannah, these are Corey's. They have class. Now, if you and I want to be here, We have to learn to have some, too.
So what does a Corey do when she sees somebody she likes?
She gets him to notice her, subtly.
Bummer. I'll never be able to do it like you do, Paulina.
Sure you will.
How?
First of all, when you're through with the video, we'll get you into a good school. That'll help.
Oh, this gets better by the minute.
You're gonna have to learn to have patience, Hannah.
Stop.
I mean it. When you see something you want, you
Let me
don't-
guess. You don't just grab it by the hair and drag it off into the bushes?
See, you're catching on already. If you wait and you watch to see which way the wind blows, you can usually make things happen the way you want them to.
Which is why you didn't just belt Iris right now.
She's just waiting for people like us to say something she can use. She counts on it, honey.
But the rest of the Coreys aren't like her.
No, they're not. But just remember, they didn't grow up at Marcia Cantrell's house. They haven't had to scratch for everything they have.
You are so good at this.
You're the only one who thinks so, honey.
No, come on. You even handled Marcia Cantrell better than I did. You know, you're the only person who ever left that dump without a rap sheet.
I don't have all the answers, Hannah. Believe me. What do you say we go find Jake, huh?
Yeah, we'd better. You know, Matt sounded pretty hyper. You ought to come watch Jake at the studio sometime. He really knows what he's doing.
Be careful, love. Those are first editions.
What are you going to do to Matt?
What is this with all these little pictures?
It's a storyboard, Carl. I was checking over Jake's concept for the video.
Oh, it's curious.
How can you be so cool? You've got Ryan Harrison and Cass Winther breathing down your neck.
It's an annoyance. Nothing more.
And the guy that you got to try to kill Rachel Corey, well, he's not exactly the smartest bulb in the circuit. And he drinks.
An occupational hazard in his line of work, I imagine.
What if they find him? What if he says something?
They won't find him.
How can you be so sure?
Because they're looking for a bloke called Walker. Peter Walker. I think that's the name he used on this job.
Well, that's his name, isn't it?
Well, not any longer. Besides, he's now safely ensconced in Caracas. That's in Venezuela. And he's known as Joe Torre. Olé.
I don't think Caracas is far enough away.
You seem very concerned, Lorna. Why?
I have to go to rehearsal now. Is it all right if I leave the storyboards here until later?
You're concerned for me? Or for young Matthew?
Oh, you? Of course. I mean, you're a silent partner in D&M, and I just think it would be wasted to sink a business that could make you rich.
Lorna, you must learn. You really must learn. It's the ultimate goal that matters.
What are you going to do to Matthew?
Again? Why, Lorna? Do you care?
Well, I work with him every day. I think I should know.
All you need to know is that your cover and your fall guy, I think that's the term for it, are one and the same. Don't you just love it when everything fits together so neatly?
Yes, I just love it. See you.
Bye.
You talked to Lorna?
I wasn't getting any answers from you.
What did she say to you?
She told me that she's been coming on to you. Trying to get you to go to bed with her. And she told me that you won't do it.
Well, I finally told her that I like working with her, but there was no chance for that because of my feelings
Why
for
didn't you ever tell me
Well, there
about
wasn't any
this?
point.
So you're not sleeping with Lorna. And you're not sleeping with me.
Listen, can we talk about this some other time? Everything's up in the air. Jake's not even here yet.
Fine.
Jenna, listen. Whatever happened with Lorna, it doesn't matter.
Why not?
You're the one I care about. You're the one I love.
But I want you, Matt. That matters.
I want you to.
Then why?
All right.
All right,
I'll
what?
tell you why. Good morning, Rachel.
Morning, Jake. Expected you to be at the studio already. Matthew left hours ago.
Oh, well, I overslept. I just thought I'd have a little breakfast before I go to work. Can I get you anything?
No, thank you. I'll do it.
The article on Carl being released is on page 3. You know, Rachel, if there's anything I can do to help, I've had a little experience with Carl.
Guards have been alerted. It's all right, thank you.
Sure. Did Paulina mention to you there's another bidder on the townhouse?
Excuse me.
The townhouse, the one that we wanted to break through for a little bit more space, or somebody else interested in it?
Isn't that amazing in this market?
Yeah.
Jake, there you are. Hannah wanted me to tell you Matthew called.
Uh-oh, the natives are restless already. I guess they're not used to me wanting to stay in bed all night. I was just telling Rachel that you were upset that we may not be able to expand in the townhouse next door.
Oh, yes, that's too bad.
Well, that's what happens when you count on money that's not yours, and probably never will be. Rachel, I think you should know that I have decided to officially lodge a protest. My attorney will be contacting you and Cass this afternoon.
Well, Iris, I think we ought to tell Jake and Paulina about this.
Yes, I think maybe you should.
Well, certainly, with pleasure. The nuptial trust was established by my father when I married my first husband. It was a union he approved of. He wanted us to have a proper start. You know, I just can't imagine that the spirit of the trust covers your marriage to your
And
husband.
what would you know about the spirit of trust?
Well, actually, Iris is the primary heir. She has a perfect right to lodge this complaint.
Yes, especially since Paulina has never shown sound judgment.
One more
Iris.
word about my wife,
Jake,
Iris.
why don't you go to the studio? I can handle this.
You're right. I'm sorry, Rachel.
No one talks about my wife. Please remember that, Iris. Have a good day, y'all.
My wife? What a touching performance.
Iris, your food is getting warm. Would you like more to eat, sweetie?
Actually, I'm not hungry.
I know you're upset.
It's not the money, Rachel. Hope you understand that.
Would you be a darling and pass me one of those custard tarts?
Iris, Paulina, I think there's something you both ought to understand. Paulina is Mac's heir. The trust notwithstanding, she still has a share in Mac's estate, and that means Corey Publishing also.
Just wait till Jake hears about that.
He won't.
Excuse me?
I don't want any part of my father's company. At least not until I've earned it to my own satisfaction.
Congressman Harrison.
Hilda, how are you?
Very good. Come in.
Well, the candidate makes a personal appearance. I wonder why.
Hilda, would you mind telling Miss Corey that I'm here, please?
She's Mrs. McKinnon now.
I'll tell her right away, Congressman.
Thank you very much.
So, I hear you were at the concert last night.
Please, don't let me keep you, Jake.
Married women are becoming a habit with you. It'd be a shame for your constituency to find out about that.
Well, now, you don't intend to do anything about that, do
Just
you?
leave my wife alone.
Hello, Grant.
Paulina? Do you remember the night of the roof party?
The one that Lucas planned?
Yeah, we were going to go up to the cabin afterwards.
Going to the cabin, that's a euphemism for making love.
Well, you talked to Felicia about it. Felicia talked to me about it.
I knew about that.
Yeah, but I never told you what she said to me.
Must have been some pretty powerful stuff.
Well, she said to me how young you were and how you've been through a lot in the past year,
Oh,
things
I
like
can't
that.
believe
Now,
this.
honey, how can you be sure you want something like this? I mean, your mom died less than a year ago. You moved away from everybody, everything you
Why
knew.
didn't you tell me this?
I was trying to be considerate.
Considerate? Do you know what I've been thinking?
Jenna, just...
I thought that maybe I didn't turn you on. Or that maybe you were having an affair. Or that maybe something was wrong with me or with you.
Nothing's wrong with anybody,
Yeah,
all right?
except for Felicia. Oh, I can't believe this.
She's being a mother. My mother would have done the same thing.
Yeah, but you didn't have to listen to her. You could have come to me. We could have talked about it.
I know I could have, but it's over now.
Hey, Matt. Oh, how you doing, Jenna? Where's Jake, do you know?
He's not here, Dean.
Oh, he's not here.
No, he's
well, that's
not.
really nice. We're supposed to have a run-through, 8 o'clock technical camera. What happened to that?
Well, I'm trying to
I
get
might-
him here. All right?
Well, that'd be good, man.
Hi, guys. How's everything going? Would you like a sweater or anything?
What we would like is your idiot cousin to show up so he could do his job. We could all get going. That'd be good.
Cherry, good morning to you too, Dean.
Kathleen, could you help me find a little time that we lost here in this schedule? Thank
Sure.
you. This is not finished. I want to talk to you after this.
By the way, I talked to Olivia about filling in for her, and she seems to be okay with it.
Great. That's great.
So, do you want to maybe practice our stuff a little bit?
Why? You seem like you know what you're doing.
Well, I just thought that it
Well,
might
that's
be...
your problem, I think. You think too much, Jen.
You know what, Dean? I'm real sorry that Olivia got hurt, and I'm sorry that you're stuck with me, but to be honest with you, I don't want this any more than you do, all right?
I had my staff make a list of possible donors for the clinic.
Well, you didn't have to bring it over yourself. I could have picked it up.
Did you enjoy the concert last night?
Yes, I did. Very much, especially the end part.
Yeah, that was my favorite part, too.
It was so full of, I don't know, energy. It made me feel happy, I guess.
Are you happy?
Are you?
Well, happy is not a word I use a lot lately.
I've been thinking about you. Especially since last night.
I've been thinking a lot about you, too. Listen, if there's nothing else, I think I better...
No, wait, Grant, please. There's something I want you to know.
Paulina, here you are.
Hilda, hi. Would you mind closing the terrace doors? I don't want to disturb Rachel or Iris.
Oh, of course.
Thank you. You know, I told someone this morning that you can't grab for what you want. I don't know if that's what I've been doing or even if that's what I'm doing now. I only know how much I've hurt you.
Paulina, look, we've gone all
Please,
through...
you just have to listen to me. We don't have that much time.
For what?
I told you before that my past could hurt you, cost you your career. I'm sure of it. It could still do that.
I know why.
You do?
Yes, you married Jake to protect me. Didn't you?
Makes perfect sense of Paulina not to want the position of Corey. It would expose her for the little idiot that she is.
But she didn't say she didn't want it. She said she wants to earn it.
Oh, yeah. Just like she earned the nuptial trust money by dragging Jake McKinnon from the gutter.
Iris, you're challenging it, and that's fine. But would you please leave Pauline alone?
You make it sound like I'm torturing the child.
Aren't you?
Rachel, do I have to remind you that I was the one that proved that she was Daddy's child? I could have kept quiet about it.
Are you beginning to wish you had?
Look, I was honest with her. I think she's repaying the favor by lying to all of us. Rachel, you had a good marriage, and so did I. Do you think that's what Paulina has with Jake?
I don't know.
Do you want Jake to get all of Daddy's money?
I'm afraid for Pauline if he does.
Well, at least you're admitting that.
Iris, you're challenging the trust, and I'm allowing that. You know that, and Paulina knows that, but she is a member of this family. Don't you roll your eyes at me. She is not to be humiliated, not by you or anyone else.
Rachel, do you have to lecture me? I mean, I'm not the one who pretended to be impossible.
Good morning, ladies.
Wow. Good morning, Spencer.
Spencer? Yes, that's all right. How did you manage to get him to bring you around?
Well, I have a gift for getting past guards and the housekeepers.
Especially at mealtime?
Well, actually, I was house hunting, but that smoked salmon does look good.
Well, help yourself.
Well, thank you, Rachel.
You are house hunting alone?
Yes, the old Richardson place next door. I could see you out here from the library, so I just strolled over.
Oh. Does that mean that you're not interested in the place that I suggested?
Well, sure I am, Iris. I just want to keep my options open. After all, it is a buyer's market.
Seems to be, yes.
Richard says he's been looking for a buyer for months.
Well, they may have found one, depending on how I like the neighborhood.
All right, everybody, let's go over these opening shots one more time. I'll be in the booth.
Jenna, I know how you feel.
I don't think you do.
No, I mean about Lorna. Look how I acted about you and Dean.
That was ridiculous.
I know. If Dean was interested in you, he would have gone about it the same way as he did with Hannah.
Hannah?
Yeah, the important thing is that we
What
care about
happened with
each other.
Dean and Hannah?
I walked in on them at the studio.
Doing what?
Kissing. I played Big Brother and dragged Hannah home.
In your dreams.
What are you angry about now?
So Dean was kissing Hannah?
I don't know who's kissing who. The thing is, I understand.
You know what? I'm really sorry, Matt. I shouldn't have gotten mad at you.
It's okay.
No, I mean, you care about my feelings, and that's really sweet. It's not like you kept me on a string and slept with Lorna on the side. You don't go after everything that moves like Dean does.
Yeah, listen, don't be too hard on Dean. A lot has been going on. Everything's up in the air.
All right, people, listen up. Places from the top. Dean and Jenna with me. Let's go, guys. Let's go.
I have to go.
Listen, I know this is only rehearsal, but I don't want you holding back, okay?
Okay, I've rehearsed it a million times.
A million times right now probably feels like more than that. Glad you can make it. Fancy
problem.
meeting you here. All right, listen up. The story is about a lady killer. This is a guy from the minute he was born knew that every woman that looked at him wanted him. Not a bad situation to be in, huh, bud?
Absolutely not.
Okay. This is the deal. You know in your heart that this guy is dangerous and that he can't be trusted and that he's going to break your heart. But somewhere else, you don't care. You're going to be the woman that changes all that. You understand what I'm talking about?
Mm-hmm.
You guys ready to go?
Yeah, give it a shot.
Let's do it. Counting it down in 5, 4, 3, 2.
I can't. Can you stop it, please? I can't. I can't. Can we stop, please? Can you cut it, Jake?
You don't cut the scene, Dean. I don't cut it. I cut the scene.
Fine.
Dean, what is happening here?
I don't want to sound like a jerk, all right? But I did write the song, and I know how it's supposed to go, and it's just that it wasn't flowing. That's all. That's all I want to
Jenna!
I'll handle this, Matt, all right? What happened, honey?
I don't even know. Ask him.
Listen to me, man. It's not amateur night here, okay? This happens to be my career. I mean, everything is riding on this. Olivia got hurt. You guys were supposed to get a new dancer. Did you do that? No, you took the easy way. What am I supposed to do? Am I supposed to just make it happen like that? I'm not a musician or anything. I just can't do
Forget
it.
about what he said, all right? Forget about what he said. You were great. You were great, all right? Look at me. You were great.
You don't just leave like that.
I can do whatever the hell I want to, all right, honey? Just like you.
You know, Dean had no right saying those things to you.
I don't even know what he's talking about. I mean, I did every step right.
Where are you going?
To tell His Highness that he's not going to treat me like one of his bimbos.
Jenna, I don't think that's a...
Just let her go.
Why?
For one thing, they have things that they need to speak about between them. And for another, I need to speak with you.
What, now?
Yes, it's important. Look, Matt, I haven't exactly been honest with you.
I know about it.
You do?
Yeah, I found out this morning.
Look, you know that I care very much for you.
You can't
and for
use
Dean,
that as an excuse,
I'm not.
Lorna.
I just think that you should understand why I did the
suppose I
things
should
that
be
I did.
grateful to you.
No, that's not what I'm
At
going
least
after
you
at
didn't
all.
tell Jenna we were sleeping together.
Jenna?
Yes, I knew you'd talk to her.
You think this is all about Jenna?
No, it's about us. We were business associates, and it's over. Okay, now I've got to find her.
Matt, can you just please listen to me? You were right about me. There are people in my life, people that you know nothing about.
It doesn't matter to me. I love Jenna. She's all I want, and I'm not going to hurt her again.
All right, everybody, listen up. Let's take 5 and start from the... Let's take 5 and we'll start over, all right? Great beginnings, huh?
Your leading dancer almost cripples herself. Your star walks off in a huff in a rehearsal. If I believed in bad omens...
No omens. Nothing about omens.
Yeah, well, the thing is, there's this one tiny bad omen. Snafu. I meant snafu, really.
Which is?
Cassie Russell's agent just called, and she got a gig in New York. She's out. You're not screaming.
No, it's not that big of a part.
The woman in red, she's pretty important.
No, I mean, I don't even need a good dancer. It's more of an attitude. It's somebody who...
Why are you looking at me that way?
You know, Kathleen, I could make you a big star.
Oh, Jake, no way!
It's blood. I could teach you this dance in a heartbeat.
Jake, you're insane!
Please, you would be great at this. Do it for D&M Productions, okay?
Okay, I'll think about it. What about Dean?
I'll give him 5 minutes. We'll start again.
You're not worried?
I'd like things to run a little bit smoother.
Oh, that's an understatement.
When I saw her, that was interesting.
Jenna's just a stand-in.
She and Dean, there's definitely something happening there. Damn it!
Jenna, I love you. And I have loved you for a very long time. It started the night that I was giving you pointers on how to get Matt to notice you. You looked at me that night, kind of the way that you're looking at me right now, actually. Jenna, I care about you so much. And I know that in my heart, you feel the exact same way. I just need to hear it. I need you to say it. I need to hear you say it. Can you leave,
You know,
please?
you are such a phony.
Can you leave?
Maybe you can fool those people downstairs, but you can't fool me.
You don't even know me,
You
Jenna,
know,
so
if you
let's
didn't
not
want
get
me
it.
to do this, you could have said something. Or we could have tried to make it work. We could have rehearsed. It would have been all right. But no, you've got to play the star and waste everybody's time.
Why don't you
trying
do
to see.
yourself a favor? Go back down, hang out with Matt, talk about me behind my back, what a monster Dean is and how he's ruining it for everybody,
so this
okay?
is because you came on to me and I didn't fall
Oh,
for it,
could you
huh?
shut up? Please, just shut up. But you know, you can never get it through your thick head that maybe, just maybe, this is just a little tough for me. You're right about something. I didn't want you in this thing, okay? I didn't want you involved at all. And you want to know why I didn't say anything? Because I didn't want to go to Matt and have to explain to him how I felt when I was so close to you. And when I touched you and when I feel you. Knowing, of course, the whole time that I can't have you, so. Maybe you understand a little better now, right?
But you did that without even talking to me.
I wanted to, Grant.
Why didn't you?
Because in the beginning I was willing to let you think the worst.
So you just went off and married Jake.
No. No, it wasn't like that.
But then what was it like, Paulina?
When I heard you'd been shot, and I thought you might die, I couldn't stand it, Grant. I couldn't stand the idea of losing you, or that you'd never know that.
Know what?
I was ready to tell Jake that I couldn't go through with it. I went to the hospital. I got it as far as your room.
So what stopped you?
Your father.
You saw my father.
Yes, he told me that you'd receive the flowers I'd sent you.
What?
Yes, and that you asked him to tell me that you'd made a decision.
What decision?
That you never wanted to see me again.
You didn't believe...
He's your father, Grant. And I thought if it didn't matter to you,
I didn't know any of this. I didn't know anything about any of this.
You didn't?
Paulina. So sorry.
Yeah, me too.
Iris, don't you have to go to the office?
No, I've got lots of time.
I'll just bet you do.
Rachel, how was your dinner party last night?
What dinner party?
I just had Michael over to dinner. We're old friends.
Oh, I have to be going. Oh, may I use your front door this time?
Yes, I'll show you out.
I've got to think about it.
I know.
Rachel?
I'll be back.
Grant.
Dad, what are you doing here?
I was looking at the property next door. I didn't expect to run into you.
I'm sure you didn't.
Grant?
Rachel, Iris.
Hello, Grant.
Dad, why don't you come with me? I think we have a few things to discuss.
I'm supposed to meet Dawn to look at some more property.
Cancel it.
All right. We'll call her from the car.
If you need my help in raising any more money for Jamie's clinic, you call me, will you?
Good night. Rachel.
Goodbye.
Iris.
Goodbye, Spencer. Grant.
I'll be walking in the garden if you need me, okay?
Iris, you'll have to excuse me. I have a lot to do.
Yo, hey, what do you think Grant was doing here? And what is all this about Michael Hudson?
Goodbye.
No, Rachel, I need to talk to you. Seriously, Vivian has abandoned me for 3 weeks, and I need to borrow Hilda. Rachel!
Vivian's leaving. Well, what do you know?
Yeah, I know how much I mean to you.
Oh, do you really?
I mean so much to you that Matt caught you slobbering all over Hannah.
Matt said I was slobbering all over him.
So it is true, isn't it?
Oh, man, I can't believe... What a guy. Matt is he's a great...
It wasn't like that, Dean. What's wrong with you anyway? I mean, what are you trying to do? See how many girls
Can I
you can
please
hit on
tell
in
you
1
something?
week?
Please. Jenna, the things that I said to you, I have never said to any other girl in my entire life. And maybe if it meant like this to you, anything at all, I wouldn't be available for Hannah or anybody else on the planet.
Sure.
See this? I try to talk to you. I try. I am trying right now, but you don't hear anybody but Matt, do
Well, do you know why I listen to Matt? Because he doesn't lie to me, Dean. And he doesn't hurt me. Think about that.
I hear there was some pretty good coverage of your press conference in the Times.
There is.
That all you have to say?
That's right.
What's the matter with you anyway? You've been silent ever since we left the Coreys.
Purposely. Because I'm afraid of what I might say.
To me?
That's right.
Look, son, if you have a bone to pick with me, let's just sit down quietly and discuss it.
Did you send Paulina away when I was in the hospital? Did you tell her that I never wanted to see her again?
Ah, she told you.
Did you think she wouldn't? We love each other.
She's married to someone else.
Because you told her that I never wanted to see her again the rest of my life. That's why.
That's right.
How
I did.
dare you meddle in my life like that?
I did what I had to do.
Don't give me that.
You would have thrown everything away for her. The same way you were ready to do it for that Charlie.
I live my life my own way. It's my own decision.
Your own decision? You weren't even making decisions, son. You were too busy fighting for your life. And I didn't just tell Paulina to leave. I sent everyone away to give you time to heal.
But you lied. You lied to Paulina.
You'd already broken up. You told me yourself.
You knew that she wouldn't stay away if you told her to. So you made up what you knew would hurt her. And you told her that it was me.
And I do it again.
What, for my sake?
That's right.
What the hell am I, some kind of a business deal?
No. You're the person who means more to me than anyone in the world.
No, I'm sorry, Dad, but you did this all for you.
Grant, look at me. Don't you know how close we are to realizing this dream of yours?
My dream? I don't think so. The dream you're talking about belongs to the kid who hated being poor, Sean Harrison. You know, you proved something to me when you sent Paulina away. You proved to me that you know nothing about my dream. Or me.
I'm sorry, son. But I know I do.
I wanted to see you before I left.
What now, Iris?
I want you to know that there is a way out of this.
Oh?
Yes, you can refuse the money.
Refuse the money.
That's right, refuse the money.
You listen to me, Iris. My father was Mackenzie Corey, just like yours was. I am a Corey, and I am sick and tired of tiptoeing around and apologizing for that. I am going to have what is rightfully mine, and I am going to make my father proud of me. And you can do whatever you damn well please.
Hello. I've been looking for you.
What for?
I heard your housekeeper's on vacation.
And how did you hear that?
Rachel. She mentioned it to Hilda, but the thing is, she really needs Hilda right now.
Well, I don't think that's any concern of yours.
I could do it.
Sorry, being my housekeeper?
I really do need a job, and I'm not afraid of hard work. And where I came from, believe me, I learned how to clean.
It's a live-in position.
Fine. I could stop sponging off Paulina and the Coreys.
Oh, and I know how you'd love that.
You can try me out on a trial basis if you want. I guarantee you will not be disappointed.
I'll think about it.
Yeah, you do that, honey. But somebody around here is gonna look after Paulina, whether you like it or not.
Yes, connect me with the police department, please. Detective Ryan Harrison. Well, when is he expected? Message. Yes, all right. Tell him that the man that he is looking for, the one who tried to kill Rachel Corey, yes, he's no longer going by the name of Pete Walker. It's now Joe Torre. Torrey. He's in Caracas. No, there are no other names. Just tell him what I told you, and don't screw it up. Not if you want to nail Carl Hutchins.
You want Jenna to be the permanent replacement?
No, I think Matt'll go for it. I mean, this has made good press. It really will.
Have you had a temporary lapse of memory here? Have you forgotten that Dean just pulled a fit because Jenna danced the part in rehearsal?
I remember.
Well, I speak from experience here. Dean is not Matthew. He does not listen to reason.
He will.
Oh, man, I don't need any lessons from Matt Corey, all right?
What is that supposed to mean?
It means that you don't know him quite as well as you think you do, all right? Let's
You
just
know,
say
the one
that.
I don't understand is you, Dean. I mean, every time I think I know you, I'm always wrong.
Listen, I know Dean. He pulled that number because he was so blown away by what was happening out there. He'll come around, believe me. Come around to what?
Jake thinks Jenna should do the video.
You really do? I'd like you to think about it.
All right, you know what? Don't even listen to me. Don't even listen to a word I said. I give up with you. I don't even know you. You don't know me. We're strangers. Let's leave it at that, okay?
It's fine.
Fine.
Now,
Maybe Matt can find a real dancer to rehearse with you, okay?
Jenna is not a professional dancer.
We can fake that.
I'd like to run it by Lorna if I
What
could
we
find
can't
her.
fake, Matt, is what Jenna and Dean have together.
As long as I don't have to see your face anymore.
Suits me fine.
The only thing I can say in my own defense is that when I thought that bullet might take you away from me forever, well, I realized that there was nothing I wouldn't do to keep you from being hurt again by anyone.
I never questioned that you love me.
Enough. Enough to back you in whatever you want to do. But if Paulina leaves her husband for you, if there's any kind of scandal, I honestly believe that you'll lose your chance at being a senator. You've taken this life for granted, son. Are you ready to give it up?